This scaling drill is called Copenhagen series. It's to help target the shoulder, get some of the core, it also gets some of the inner thigh or the leg tissue. So what you're going to do is you're going to need some sort of platform so that you can rest your leg on top. A chair works great, I'm using a box. You're going to set yourself up so your leg is underneath, and then the other leg is going to be bent above. You're going to be on your elbow like you're doing a side plank, and then from there, you're going to make sure your tummy's tight, and then you're going to go up. So ideally, you should be one straight line. My knee is bent on the top leg, and you're just going to hold this position. If that's easy, then what you're going to do is you're going to do the exact same thing. Elbow will be bent at 90 degrees, but this time this leg is straight, and you're going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to go out just a little bit so that my foot can rest on it instead of my knee. From there, I'm going to keep my tummy tight and raise up and hold that position. If that's easy, the next variation to this is I'm going to go with my elbow straight. So I'm going to start like that and go up and hold that position. Just note when you do this, it'll put a lot of strain on the inner part of your knee, so you might want to go closer towards the platform so that that knee is secure and supported slightly. So I'm going to try it in this position. When I go up, my knee will straighten out. I'm going to go on my hand and hold. If you want a different variation to this, I'm going to demonstrate with my knee bent, but you can also try it with your legs straight if it's not much of a challenge. And I'm going to demonstrate also on my elbow. I can go up like this, and then from there I can just use arm motions to challenge the tissue a little bit more. If that's easy, you want more of a challenge, move the opposite leg. So I can move it forward, in the middle, up and down, or I can bring it behind if possible. So the thing is, when you do this Copenhagen series, just make sure that it's comfortable on your knees. It doesn't put too much stress on it. Make sure that your core is always activated and contracted. And make sure your body doesn't tilt forward or back. You want to make sure that your body is perpendicular to the laying surface or the floor. So this is another variation to the Copenhagen series. Sometimes if your knee bothers you, you want to get a shorter platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate with my knee straight on the top leg. So I'm resting my leg or my shin right on top of that. From there, I'm going to tighten up my core and do everything else the same, just like that. So this is a lot more comfortable on my knee. It's not stressing the inner part of it. And just hold that position. Same thing applies if you want to start moving the limb to make it a little bit more challenging, whether the bottom limb or the upper limb, you can do that as well. I'll demonstrate. Up, I'm doing an arm driver, so I'm challenging the tissues a little bit more. If that's pretty easy, then I can add variation by moving my lower limb, leg in front, right in the middle, up and down, or if I can, trying to swing it behind while I'm still nice and tall in that side plank position.